Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Between Horizons. And I'm really glad you guys enjoyed the first episode of the series. This is one of the prettiest point-and-click adventure games I think I have seen in quite some time. And we started our adventure with Stella, a member of the security crew who is the daughter of the chief of security, on board the Zephyr, which is a generational spaceship traveling from star system to star system over many, many years. And there's been some sort of crime committed. A guy was knocked out, and apparently some of the systems here on board the Zephyr were accessed and changed, and we need to figure out which one. So if we go to our evidence here, I've been looking at these symbols trying to ascertain which one is actually different. I mean, visually, they all look very similar. So let's go ahead and do this. We've got slashes. We'll say that indicates 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then on this side, we've got 1, 2, and 3. So that would mean we need a difference of 8. So let's see if these squares represent 4. And then that would make sure that they would be the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus 4 would be 10. 4 is 8, plus 2 is 10. Okay. So far, so good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 11. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 8, 9, 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 11. And then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, that one's different. Which one is it? The PDA network terminal. It's that one right there. Okay. So now that we have our culprit, I believe we can go cases, right? Which terminal did the intruder manipulate? Recycling. PDA network terminal. Are you sure you want to submit the case? There's really no going back here, ladies and gentlemen, but let's do it. Stella, everything all right? Programmer Aaron, how do you feel?
I feel all right, Chief, but I'll get myself checked out to be sure. I found out what the intruder was up to. He manipulated one of the ship's networks.
Good job.
I think I even know which one. Could you have a look, Programmer Aaron? Of course. Let me see. Yes, you're right. Looks like some malware was injected into the PDA network. You agree? Good. I mean, not good.
Excellent work, Stella.
Listen, I actually came out here to tell you something else. I've been thinking about what the intruder's plan was exactly. These terminals in the access point only contain very recent information flowing from each network to our central servers. If the guy was after recent data, he could have accessed it right there using my tool, but he may have injected malware instead. The terminals are connected to the big servers down the hall for regular backups. Maybe his plan was to exploit this connection.
For what purpose?
I can only assume to override access rights so he can extract historical data from there.
Would he have to physically go up there to do that?
Correct.
Stella, follow me. Now. Oh, alright, Dad's in a run. Server room. Oh, those are servers, alright. Oh, is something bad gonna happen to Stella's dad? Oh, hello. Hey, stop! Stella, let's go. We're running. Set for stun. Enough. Oh no. One more step and I'll shoot.
Lie down flat on the ground. Now.
Oh, I thought it was going to land on Dad. Oh no. Did he get severed? Oh, God.
What happened? The door's crushing me. What can I do? Why is it closing? They're sealing up. There must have been a breach. Where's the override? I don't think there is one. Fuck. What should I do? What should I do? Stella, listen to me. Sparrow was our code word. What are you talking about? Liz tried to say something's wrong. Where's the override, Dad? Dad? Dad!
That's why he went to go talk to the captain.
And his body will be returned to the ship. He will stay with us until all of our journey ends. On a more personal note, I want to say that William was not only the best chief of security I could have ever wished for, but also a dear friend. I did not expect him to go before me, and I was not prepared for it. I don't think I could have been. I would also like to take this opportunity to put any rumors to rest. William's death was a deeply unfortunate combination of circumstances. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. A cargo box came loose due to a malfunction and pierced a hole in the floor of the inner hull. Air began to stream out into the vacuum of the outer hull. The resulting loss of air pressure caused the emergency doors to shut. Thanks to the swift intervention of our brave mechanics, the breach could be contained shortly thereafter. However,
I kept staring at the notes for my speech, even though I wasn't reading a word of it. We had agreed to frame my father's death as an unfortunate accident, to keep the intruder a secret in the name of public peace and safety. It was our highest imperative. If there was a person between the ship's population and their safety, they would get crushed by design. There was no security override to save the individual. In a way, this concept made sense to me. It had to. After all, I was the chief of security now.
Congratulations and condolences on your promotion. Oh, and there's our title screen. So I wonder if something's bad is happening back on Earth. Become chief of security. All right. New message from Talia. You just received a message. Open your PDA to view it. Oh, you should go talk to the sender in person if you want to respond. Repeat tutorial. No. Okay, so we had comms. We already got that one. Okay, here's a mail. I just don't understand you. You've always been a little closed off and paranoid, but it got so much worse over the last few weeks. I know you're going through a lot, but I don't even know how to help you, or if it's possible at all to get through to you. Don't expect me to come running after you anymore. If you want, we can talk sometime in the future when you feel better. She's dealing with the death of her father, man. He's an engineer, though. That's interesting.
Good evening, Chief. I'm sorry to disturb you on arrival day, but there's something we need to discuss as soon as possible. Please come to my office immediately.
Oh, that's a shame. Still have the dialogue there. Stella from Saltern. Alright. Chi-Chi had nothing to say. Just want to see if there was an email. That's cool that we have that, though. Captain's bunk, occupation captain. Oh, can we pet the dog? Can we... the cat, not the dog.
I'm glad you're doing better, Chi-Chi. I have some things to take care of. Don't go running off, okay? Who's the best girl?
We are.
You are, that's right.
10 out of 10 game. All is forgiven. Do we have any treats? Nope. Okay. Let's change to, Ocean Vista.
My handbook said that I had to allow myself to grieve, live through the pain to overcome it. I tried to bottle it all up instead, but my thoughts kept circling to the events of that night. It had been weeks, and we still had no idea who we'd been chasing down there, or what they'd tried to accomplish. I kept thinking that things would have played out differently if only I'd acted faster. I worked a lot to keep my mind in check. Everybody was out celebrating Arrival Day, but I was glad that the captain called me over.
Something to distract her. Okay, so why do we have a question mark there? Did we miss something? Hold on. One moment. No, we just got... Guess that's just there to let us know. Oh, Chief's bunk. Point of interest. Gotcha. Captain's office. We've got to go... Can't go this way, can we? No, it's blocked off. Now, I was told that one thing that we needed to do was to just keep on exploring because random stuff will pop up. And can't go in there. Can't even go into our office yet. There's the captain's quarters. Chief Stella, I'm sure you're here to see the captain. And just go through whenever you need to talk to her. If she's busy, she'll let you know by locking her door.
Oh, I know. Thank you.
Ooh. Who are the folks in the background?
Captain Talia, you wanted to speak to me? Chief Stella, thank you for coming so quickly, especially on Arrival Day. Unfortunately, some matters cannot wait. During a routine inspection of the inner Hall B, Enforcer Bodo caught Janitor Rose removing plate from the wall. She was in the process of retrieving a piece of paper hidden inside a secret compartment. A piece of paper? We secured it. Please have a look for yourself. It's on the table over there. Talia wants you to read the letter on the table. Now that it's relevant to your investigations, you can have a closer look. Investigate the letter and give it a read in your PDA, then show it to Talia to talk to her about it. Suspicious letter. A message written on paper that Janitor Rose retrieved from behind a wall panel in the inner hall. Hello again. Thank you for your message. We have great sympathy for your struggle. You are not alone in thinking that more democracy is needed on the Zephyr, and our cause grows stronger every day. Come to the Arrival Day installation in the Earth Museum tonight. Talk to one of the job representatives and mention the word freedom. The symbol on this letter will be on their uniform, not necessarily in this color. Another hint can be found inside this very compartment. With this, you should have all the information you need. What do you make of this? I was hoping to get an assessment from my chief of security. Well, it sounds troubling. The wording is a little opaque, but unless it's some sort of game, it seems like someone's trying to put together a dissident movement on the ship. The fact that the letter was hidden inside a wall doesn't exactly make it less suspicious. I agree. What's more, it reads like this is not the first letter in this communication. Do you think that whoever wrote this has something to do with... Let's not jump to conclusions, but we need to find out what's behind this as soon as possible. Division among the population could jeopardize the mission, especially if it goes unaddressed for too long. Now, the letter contains instructions on making contact with another person at the arrival day festivities. We will keep a close eye on the event tonight. Until then, we have some time to figure out what we're dealing with. I need you to look into 2 things. I will open a separate case about each of them. Your first assignment, find out the intended recipient of this letter. We already have a prime suspect here, Janitor Rose, who was caught retrieving it from its hiding spot. However, when Afosa Bodo was leading Rose away, she ran into someone else who was not supposed to be down there.
Who?
Technician Lewis. His presence in the inner hall seems suspicious. We can't rule out the possibility that he was there to retrieve the letter and that Janitor Rose just happened upon it. You know I don't usually intrude into your personal life, but I have to ask. Will you be able to remain impartial investigating him?
Yes, of course.
Good. You might also want to have a look around Rose's and Lewis's bunks.
Do I have permission to go in there?
They are both suspected of a Degree 6 violation. The Codex explicitly allows bunk searches in this case.
Right, of course.
Your second assignment might be trickier. Get on the trail of the sender. The only lead we have here is that the note was written on a piece of paper. It makes sense since communication via the PDA network is monitored. However, paper is not distributed for private use, hence it must have been stolen from a public space. As far as I know, there aren't many places on the ship where you can get your hands on it. All of them should be in the public area. Ask Sergeant Aldrich about potential sources of paper. He knows the daily going-on better than anyone in the crew. Don't tell him why. I suggest you and I keep the contents of this letter to ourselves until we know what we're dealing with. Did you get all that?
Yes, Captain.
Once you've submitted your results in both cases, come talk to me again.
Yes, Captain.
Alright, 2 assignments ready to go. And the public area. Oh.
One more thing, Stella. I know how hard it is to lose someone you love. But you shouldn't think that you're letting your father down if you stop torturing yourself.
Or that you're letting your father down if you stop torturing yourself.
I'm fine.
Our mission needs a strong, reliable chief of security, especially now that this letter has surfaced. Can I count on you being that for us?
Of course.
I am aware that none of this is easy. You are very young. But I need to know that you will try.
Understood, Captain. I will.
Good. We'll talk later. Dismissed. And happy arrival day.
Happy arrival day, Captain.
Talia rarely let the mask slip, but I'd been seeing it more and more lately. She'd gotten visibly angry the other day, which I'd never seen before. She wasn't taking Dad's death lightly and probably felt increasingly isolated. Or maybe I was just projecting.
Can't talk to him. That's all the way down. Hint, hint. Cases Talia has given you to lead to new areas of the ship. As a result, they are now accessible to you and their locations can be revealed on the map. Well, we also have... Oh lord. The ship is segmented into multiple main areas, 3 of which are accessible now. Each main section contains a train station. In order to immediately travel to a location, simply select it on the map and press F. You'll be taken to the closest available train station. Oh, that's neat. Okay, we can fast travel. That's handy. So we can interrogate and see what's going on. I don't think anyone's been... Well, maybe. Let's go ahead and head into our office. Cool loading screen. That's a nice touch. It kind of reminds me of a game I used to play called Imperium Galactica. Oh lord. Oh. Hopefully we can still, like, run into things. Oh. Gotcha. So sometimes taking the tram is not the fastest way to go, and we could have just taken the elevator. Good to know for future reference.
I do want to head into the brig, though. Let's see. Chief, ready for some updates?
Sure.
The Ethics Committee invited you to their next monthly meeting. Chief William always declined these invitations because he wanted to keep the security separate from the judicial branch. Do you want to continue in this direction or change things up?
Well, can't hurt to hear what they talk about in these meetings, at least once. Tell them I'm coming.
Will do. In other news, we received an anonymous report from the bio area earlier today. There's a shortage of painkillers at the hospital and nobody seems to know why. Could be mismanagement, could be foul play. We should probably look into it sooner or later. But for now, the captain wants you to talk to the suspects in the brig. She did tell us why they were apprehended. I'm sure you know? That probably wasn't an oversight, Paul.
I can't talk about it, sorry. I'm sure the captain will share more information soon.
That's it for now. Let us know if we can help with your investigations. Paul's got nothing to say. Look at our office. So talk to them in the brig, which is right down here. And then we've got the hub and everything. Power node, server room, where all the horribleness happened. Visit this location to unlock it. Okay. Well, we do have quite a few areas that we can go find. Let's head to the brig first. Elevator going down the hall.
Janitor Rose. Stella, darling, this is a big misunderstanding. There's no need to keep me locked up like this. I'm the Chief of Security. Please address me accordingly. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, Chief. You need to tell me what happened. What were you doing in the inner hull? Well, my job. I was on my way back up from a cleanup. The engineers made a real mess down there. You should have seen it. Metal shavings and oily footprints everywhere. You were caught trying to retrieve a secret letter from a hidden wall compartment. Yes, dear. I was walking through the hallway and I spotted a plate that seemed a little loose. Fixing this kind of thing is part of my responsibility. I wiggled it a little bit and it just came off. There was a compartment behind it and that's where I found the piece of paper. Did you read it? Well, I thought it was gossip, a love letter maybe. I had no idea. Why didn't you call security? I swear that's what I would have done next, but they showed up a few moments later anyway. That's all. Technician Lewis. Technician Lewis? Come on, Stella. No need to be formal. I'm Chief of Security now, and this is not a private encounter. Please address me appropriately. Okay, Chief. Why am I being detained? I didn't do anything. You'll be let go soon after questioning is complete. Relax. Why are you talking like a robot? Let's be honest. Because this is an awkward situation. What were you doing in the inner hull? What kind of question is this?
It's not like I'm not allowed to be there. There aren't many places on this ship where I can be alone for 5 goddamn minutes.
What about your bunk? Come on, Lewis, what were you doing down there?
That's personal, okay? Ooh, we're gonna have to figure out what exactly he was doing. Oh man, we've got a Hannibal Lecter cage. Can't wait to see who goes in there. So let's look at... Let's see here. Hidden compartment in a corridor of the inner hull B. Now, that letter said that there was something else there, right? Hidden compartment in the core of inner hull B. Can we actually go there, though? Inner hull A. Residential. Okay, inner hull B. Yeah, we need to go down there and see what's what. Now, that's going to be unfortunate because we're going to basically have to go past the area where her dad died, but gotta do it. Part of the job. And just imagine the crash course she's having to get, like, and I'm sure her dad taught her everything, but there's just something you have to learn a lot just by doing. And that is, yeah, the server room. Let's head in here just to say we did. Wait, where does that go? Ah. Power node A. Whoops. Oh. Alright, have to be careful not to fat finger it like I just did. Takes us all the way back. It's annoying right now. I'm sure it's going to be oh so useful later. We're just stimulating the economy. Alright, power node A. Ah, 2 server room locales. I don't know where exactly this spot is, so just needed to...
This was my first time being back in this part of the inner hull since the incident. My knees went soft as I approached the bridge. I closed my eyes and took a few deep breaths.
And really hope that the janitorial squad did a good job. Cargo lever. Alright. Ooh, there's someone here. Tonio. Or Tonio. Hey, Chief, watch your step. A lot of clutter and not a lot of light down here. You looking for something in particular?
Thank you for your concern, Engineer Tonio. Just passing through. There's something I need to look into.
You keep your eyes open. People get hurt down here, especially without a helmet.
I'll keep that in mind.
Of course, she would probably know. Alright guys, well, we've got to get used to our new job as Chief of Security and figure out these 2 cases. But we'll go ahead and end it here and pick it up next time. Hope y'all have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.